news pop up on camera. Ooh.
Oh.
Ooh.
Hold
What's
on.
this?
Hold on. Because I love you guys,
Uh-huh.
I'm going to go ahead and just get this out of the way now.
Bonus. That's
Enjoy
so nice.
that mana. Get those gambles going. This is going to be a game.
This is going to be some top-notch play.
This is going to be a game, and it's going to take some time.
Because it's basically control versus control.
It is basically control versus control. We've got Lyle N. Boss Rolfs, Season 2 champion,
Mm-hmm.
who has decided to bring back his blue-white mid-range deck.
Yeah, brought it to SCG Open in Richmond. Played it in the Classic for Modern.
Yeah.
Took 7th place.
Got 7th place in it
Mm-hmm.
with this deck.
You can actually look up this exact deck that he is running.
Well,
Close
he's
enough.
making changes
Yeah.
constantly, so the list may be a slight bit different. And then TJ, our resident Affinity player, but also has a couple other decks sleeved up in Modern. He's got Infect.
Yep.
He had Dredge at one point when that
Mhm.
was relevant. And he's also got this Jeskai control deck, which you guys are going to look at it and you're going to go, man, that deck is really expensive.
Well, it is all shiny.
It is all foil, Judge promos galore, all sorts of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Can't wait to see some deliberately paced play. That's why we got the mana going.
Yep. Take your time, really think. Some people are... What are your thoughts on mirror matchups? Do you like playing mirror matchups?
Well, truthfully, my friend,
Yes.
I'm not playing any decks that other people are playing,
So
I don't normally see a mirror matchup.
Oh no. He has one card in the sideboard that's not foil.
But if I am playing a deck that is, tier 2, tier 1, I don't know if I'll ever play a tier 1 deck. Well, I guess I played Infect.
You did.
Um,
And you played Twin.
I did play Twin. Why would you do this to me? I don't hate it. I'm pretty bad at playing Magic overall, so the mirror matchup's not great, because then I realize how bad I'm playing the deck I'm supposed to be good at.
Oh no.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah. How about you?
I don't mind playing the mirror matchups. Like, it definitely rewards the more experienced player, I feel.
I agree.
So, and a very quick... Whoa! He was like, get this poison counter out of here. You see that?
We're not going to need that one.
Mm-hmm. But that was a very quick decision to mulligan away. TJ feeling comfortable with what he's got.
So, is this just Jeskai control lists? Is it running the Nahiri and
I don't know.
the Emrakul, the Aeon's Torn?
That is one of the ways to do it. The other is like the Jeskai Flash, or you can just go like classic Jeskai control. I don't know what version he is on right now,
Okay.
but we will wait and find out.
Lyle likes his 6. I see a Mana Leak. I see an Ancestral Visions.
Is it Ghost Quarter?
I see a land. 2 lands.
This seems, yeah, Hallowed Fountain, Ancestral, pass.
Sure. You know that's going to go off. Well,
Gonna be cast.
Lyle may not be too sure yet. Scalding Tarn may be giving it somewhat away.
Mm.
The Scalding Tarn pass play. And TK going to go to 19.
Yeah. Seems good. Hallowed Fountain. Wants to be a copycat here, it seems.
Sure. He goes, hey man, that's not I'm not quite sure what Lyle would have said in that moment. The Scalding Tarn should have given it away.
Think twice.
And boom.
Remand that.
Just remand that back to your hand, friend. Thanks.
Now, remanding an Ancestral is also really rude, by the way.
It is really rude. That's...
It says, I would like to draw a card now.
Plays the mountain.
Now you know it's officially Jeskai. It says, now that you've only got that one lone plains,
yeah,
I can take a look at your hand.
Yeah.
Snare, Mana Leak, Snapcaster. So quickly we'll see, 2J will write that down, which, if you're getting into Modern and you have the ability to look at your opponent's hand, write down what they have in their hand.
Please write down.
It will make you a much better player.
Visions goes down to 1. Here's an island. Oh, he drew Elspeth, Sun's Champion. Love that card. Love it.
So there is the potential for...
Tarn, 3 damage. Here, let me help you.
There is the potential... Flashback, think twice. Yeah, that's fine. So yeah, so we're gonna have a counter war essentially. He's gonna force out some spells here. Going to cast Ancestral. TJ tries to remand. Knows that's gonna get the spell snare essentially here.
You gotta force it.
Uh-huh.
Lyle with a fistful of cards now. Just a small handful.
I'm wondering if none of them are lands, because that seems to be what's happening with the way that he's... Oh, here's an Aven Mind Sensor.
In response, you'll go to 18, and you'll look at the top 4. Go ahead.
I think there's a Steam Vents.
Thanks, Lyle. Got lucky there. Force isn't legal in Modern, Brett.
Now the question is, do you still send the beats here? Okay. Goes for the path. Another island. This is also his way of saying, hey, I want to be able to cast Cryptic Command.
True.
Lyle and Aven Mind said, this card does absolutely nothing whenever I play it. My opponents always seem to have the cards on the top.
TJ also representing Cryptic.
Yes.
Every Mind Sensor player ever.
Still no land. Looks like there's a Supreme, there's a Wrath, Angel, Spreading Seas, 2 Mana Leaks on the side there. So you can go for the option of yeah, just say, alright, you know what? I've had enough of this. Can't be countered. Supreme Verdict. Oh no, is TJ gonna try to counter it? There's an Emrakul in his hand right now, so he is running the Nahiri package.
Okay. I think that's kind of a... I wonder if that was kind of a bluff. You know, just to kind of say, all right, well, is there anything else? Because he could respond to the Supreme by Vapor Snagging.
Yep, that's true.
You know, just figuring out a way to bounce his creature back.
Mental misstep on ban. So Lyle's hand here, like, he's got a detention sphere that he picked up. He does have the Wrath and stuff. It's like there's a mana leak that he's going to end up discarding here, moving into discard step. Click of his own, he says.
Sure.
And this is basically, I've got all these cards in hand. Let's try to do some interacting, shall we?
TJ says, I'm going to remand that. Spell Snare.
Another Spell Snare.
Your remand?
Says, okay, I'll fetch.
Goes to 16. Ooh, 14 off a Sacred Foundry.
Mm-hmm. Snapcaster. Mana Leak.
Yeah, he didn't have a mana, like, just remands.
Oh, no, that's Lyle with the Mana Leaks in his graveyard.
Yeah.
Alright. Bounce that back. Draw. That's exiled. Ghost Quarter. Himself so he can cast another Spell Snare. Nice.
Okay.
Click resolves.
Yep.
That was a really sweet play.
That was a great interaction.
Now the question is, does he target himself here? No. Serum Visions, Lightning Bolt, Anger of the Gods, and Emrakul.
Main deck Anger?
Interesting.
I guess TJ really, really worried about those collected decks.
Yeah.
Three damage coming across. TJ responds with 2. Restoration Angel comes down.
Gonna flicker him.
Bolt the click and response. And then Restoration Angel is going to get in front of the Snapcaster. And here's an Anger. To just go ahead and clean up the Restoration Angel. Serum Visions, draw, scry 2, ooh, Cryptic, and it looks like a Mana Leak? No, Logic Knot. Logic Knot and Cryptic.
Logic Knot actually very relevant when his opponent is low on lands and you have a graveyard full of cards to delve away.
Sure. Draws a Logic Knot. I feel like Lyle's probably like, man, I just need a land. Land would be great.
Yeah, had that great interaction to fight over the click so he could get a threat on board, but did put him in a tough spot because he had to basically use his Ghost Core to blow up one of his own lands to get an island to do that. So lost 2 lands to basically save his click.
Okay,
there's the land.
Draws a Hallowed Fountain. Serum Vision.
I want to draw even more cards, please.
And pass. Just the most exciting of game. There's been some pretty great interactions though.
Targeting
Spreading
colony.
Seas, please make that just an island for me. And TJ accepts.
Yeah, so he's sitting there with counter magic and stuff in his hand, but doesn't want to fight over that. Like, that's not where he cares about fighting. Hiri, though, that's something to care about fighting over.
Is the Emrakul still in hand?
I believe so. Remand?
I believe so, yes. I believe Great Image that is a Wrath.
Yes, there is. And here's our Logic Knot. Let me take a look through here so I can see what I want to delve.
Says, yep, that's enough.
And +2.
Detention Sphere. Feels good, man. Detention Sphere and Nahiri.
Yeah, that's what you're hoping to do with that kind of thing. Get rid of something powerful like a Planeswalker. Here's a Colonnade.
Yeah, no worries. Image, if you are interested in taking a look at a probably very similar deck list to what Lyle is playing here, you can go to the... Here's the Spreading Seas on his other Colonnade. Wow. You can go to the SCG Star City Games website.
Cryptic Command. Counter... Draw, probably? Or is he going to go for the bounce?
Bounce the permanent.
Basically forcing him to tap himself out to do it again.
Yep. SCG Richmond, the Modern Classic. He got 7th place with a blue-white list. It says Jeskai on there. I don't know if they've changed that, but it's...
They did. They actually listed it as blue-white, which is nice.
And here's another Detention Sphere. Or the same one.
Same one.
Yep, same one.
There we go. Eminem's got you guys covered. Here's another Nahiri.
Sure.
That was sweet. I like that. It says, oh wait, that's not a red. There's my mountain.
Go.
Now I'm going to strip away this Emrakul here. Trigger. Wait. He has to finish resolving the draw before he shuffles it. no. What happens? Yes, this play is sequenced incorrectly. Correct. Because the way it technically is, you have to finish resolving Nahiri before the Emrakul goes off. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, I caught him here. Probably the only bit of judge ruling stuff that I know is that you have to let a card or ability finish resolving that's already started resolving before a second one can.
So you
can go off.
You rummage, draw,
yes.
and then shuffle.
Yes, exactly. In regards to Nahiri's effect, getting rid of Emrakul, you have to finish discard, draw a card, so you get to rummage, and then you shuffle everything in. This is why rummaging sucks.
It's not as good as looting.
Not as good as looting.
All.
This is only game 1. 28 minutes left in the round, though. Pink Zombie, thank you for the follow.
Thank you so much for the follow, Pink Zombie. Appreciate that.
Count one. And here's a Restoration Angel. Oh, so a little bit of sequencing stuff that he could have done there. Alright, some more fetching gonna go off here.
Yo, Big Galoot 33, thank you so much for the follow, dude. Appreciate that.
Appreciate the follows. Glad you're liking the coverage tonight.
Philosophy Turtle, thank you so much for the follow.
I saw turtle. I was just like, too many words, turtle. I got that one. Thank you for the follow.
I'm giving Nan about a 1.5 seconds shot to hit the name before I jump in.
Alright, let's activate a colonnade and bring the beats. Boop. Path it. Get out of here. He's been sitting there waiting to do some Path to Exiling. Follow chain, I'll keep mine for last.
Yo, Jose Manuel LOL.
Thank you for the follow.
Thank you so much for the follow, dude. Yo, J-Deard.
Or Jedi Doctor.
Or Jedi Doctor. It's probably Jedi Doctor. Jedi Doctor, thank you so much for the follow.
Jadir sounds cool, though. Nope.
Vendedor de Limones.
Well,
thank you so much for the follows, guys. Cheers to you guys. That Nahiri is now on, too. That is not where you want your Nahiri to be, by the way. You want your Nahiri to be at 8.
Or 10.
Or 10. 10's even better.
Let's get rid of this land. Get more sweet basics, yeah.
Loneliest Island. Guess who lost their Kithian hero of Akros?
Whew, what a tough game one. So, 25 minutes
Yeah, it's
for
fine.
game one here. Basically saying, move to combat. You look at where this Ghost Quarter is at here.
Oh, he's ready.
This is basically saying, hey, would you like to activate your colonnade?
Because I'm going to blow it up.
Snapcaster. He doesn't run Trick Buy in the main board, so he doesn't have to worry about that. I don't know what he's doing. Targeting the lightning bolt, just going to try to get some extra damage or path. Ooh, he can path it.
Path it, friend. Path it, friend.
Oh, man. He's like, well, how much mana do you have? Can I mana leak you? I think he's got enough mana that he can be able to tap, pay for mana leak, and cast Path to Exile.
Path.
Oh, I think this sequencing here is wrong.
Mana leak.
So here's what happens. If he lets the Ghost Quarter resolve, then he might have another basic in there that he could be able to pay for mana leak. But I don't know. He might only have. No, he doesn't even have any more basics. Okay. So it doesn't even matter. Irrelevant. TJ goofed. No. Yeah, there we go. Unless he's out of basics. Yep, and it seems like he was. So, question is, do we go for the beats here with the colonnade? Looks like, yeah, let's try it out. That'll be 6 damage coming across.
Wild drops to 5.
Didn't know he was out of basics. Yeah, he'd been playing his affinity list for a while and just forgot how many basics that the control list ran. Happens from time to time when you are not playing a specific deck. Like, I could tell you exactly how many lands I have in Infect, but Abzan Company? No. I've got no clue. I know I run one of each basic, but like Temple Garden and which fetches I have, Overgrown Tomb, I don't know. Well, there's an Ancestral, which would have been nice a little bit earlier, but can still be alright right now if he can stay alive. Oh, okay. So, TJ was saying how loosey-goosey he was in a lot of his play for not having played it for a while, so, which makes sense. Looks like we're going to see a Wrath here.
Sure.
Basically his way of saying, this will help me survive an extra turn. I will fetch. I believe he still has a colonnade of his own here. So this way he can go, okay, let's trade off colonnades. Oh, Nahiri. Go to 9. Rummage away that land.
That was the saddest wrath in the history of Magic. Who'd have guessed Colonnade can still win games? A virtual 1.5. Or a 1 for a half. Oh,
Here's my soldiers.
Nice.
Here's a threat.
I'm very happy that she saw some play. The old Suns champion.
Okay, here's what needs to happen. Is that Spreading Seas a colonnade?
Yeah. Yo, Demira, thank you so much for the follow.
So I think you just, instead of upticking, you
remove the
Yeah, negate away.
beats.
You now have a creature.
Beats.
Now, it does have summoning sickness because it just enters the battlefield, so you cannot attack with it this turn. But it sets you up next turn to kill him. Right?
Oh.
Well, or
Okay,
he's
all
got lightning bolts and snaps and all that kind of good stuff. Yep, all right. That'll do it. Whew. Hey, there's 19 minutes left. Be quick. Better be quick.
Ooh. I did see a Gideon ally of Zendikar.
All right, who you reading then?
I'm gonna read TJ's.
You got it.
All right, we got. Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think it would have been summoning sickness. I think because it's always been in play. You just remove the enchantment.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, it's not actually.
It's not actually like exiled.
That's
it's
why
actually...
I gave you a weird look, but I let you do it because I don't play a lot of control.
Thank you. No, it's because I get so used to watching players just move the lands away. Now when spreading seas come out, instead of leaving them on the battlefield.
Sure.
So that was my mistake, guys. Hashtag man is wrong. I'll let it happen. Here.
Yo, TJ's got 1 Ghost Quarter, 1 Engineered Explosives, 1 Pithing Needle, 2 Stony Silence, 1 is Zed Staticaster, 1 Gideon Ally of Zendikar, 2 Geist of Saint Traft, 1 Supreme Verdict, 1 Dispel, 2 Blessed Alliance, 1 Keranos God of Storms, and 1 Wear and Tear. Yo,
some people are
Dark
talking
Sid's
about
got
what
us.
they think.
Geist, Gideon, Ghost Quarter, Dispel, Keranos on the right. Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I like that. I love Geist. Can I see your Abzan deck? What's going on with Lyles?
Oh, Lyle's got 2 Surgical, 2 Disenchant, 1 Crucible of World, 2 Stony Silent, 2 Ceremonious Rejection, 1 Dispel, 1 Ethereal Haze, 1 Blessed Alliance, 2 Kitchen Finks, and 1 Negate. So I like him going a little bit more control-y, get the Negate in there, get the Dispel in there. I also like him going for the Crucible. Because Ghost Quarter reoccurring is really awesome. So I like that play a lot. You could make the argument, like, he could maybe opt for a Surgical or something like that. Because you can get rid of some counter magic that way. You can force some more counter magic to go that way so you can win the counter war. Or you can strip away specific lands and cut them off a color. So, there's little, like, nuances you can go. It depends on how much he wants to get rid of. It's like, we know he's got Supreme, we know he's got Wrath, and we saw him, like, Wrath a Snapcaster Mage. It's like, that's not really where he wants to be. So, I mean, you can really say he can strip out some of his board wipes and stuff like that, so...
Yo, Celsius Mage, be well, dude.
Yeah, glad you're able to tune in and watch.
Appreciate the follow as well.
Mm-hmm. Glad you're liking our Modern coverage. It does take place every Monday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern, for all those sitting at home and watching. All right, let's move these sideboards out the way.
Colonnade, pass.
Look at this.
Colonnade,
pass. Speed play.
Well, they only got close to less than 16 minutes left. Island, pass. Is that a Delta? Polluted Delta?
Polluted Delta.
It's going to go to 19.
Speed play. It's what do they call it at the Pro Tour and stuff? Like time warp or whatever magic?
Time shifted.
Time shifted magic. What are they like? Alright, we're gonna play magic on fast forward, guys. That's essentially what these guys are doing.
Except they're really moving that quickly.
They actually are just moving
we are
that
not
quickly.
speeding this up.
Yeah. Doom Island. Oh, you just slowing down.
Serum visions. Well, now we're to the point where we got to start thinking. Right?
Yeah. All right. Land go. And he says.
Lyle's got negate.
Mana Leak.
I think that's a cryptic as well.
Yeah.
Wow, he's
ready for the counter war.
a little light on lands. Missed a land drop for Lyle.
That happened last game too.
Right.
Something that he's kind of run into, at least in this control matchup here. Does he have 8 cards in hand? Is that what he's doing? Debating about what to discard?
I think he's debating about what to discard.
Yeah, he's at 8. Oh, is there a Shadow of Doubt in his hand too? Is that over on the far left? Oh man. Ooh, trivia is coming out from Real Eminem for all you guys sitting in chat. A way to earn some extra mana there. Yeah, so he's going to ship the Cryptic away. And there's a Colonnade Pass. And he says Shadow of Doubt. So basically he's doing this as a way to try to find a land. Knowing that, well, hey, if I wait and really just try to do some silly stuff, then I could get blown out and not have lands and just be kind of stuck. Oh, here's a cool question. In the original Modern ban list in 2010, what was the only color that did not have any cards on the ban list?
I think it's green.
The original one, I want to say... I don't know. It could be white though. What was banned? Well, no. So
Wasn't
Stoneforge Mystic, Jace, I think were in the original. But I don't know. Green. I think Golgari Grave Troll was on the original one, wasn't he? Or was he at a later one?
I think he was at a later one.
I know, like, Glimpse of Nature or whatever that one was there, but I don't know. We'll have to wait and find out. Sneak in front of you real quick. Alright, some more fetching action taking place here. White, blue, black, and green all had cards on the original ban list. So did lands and artifacts, for that matter.
Well
So
played, Dark
red.
Sid. Well played. Mana leak that Gideon. Mana leak your own mana leak. Now I have a Gideon.
Ooh. And here's my 2/2 Knight Soldier there. Yeah, and then they were
Hypergenesis.
like... Yeah.
Oh.
And then they decided, oh, wait a minute. Blazing Shoal basically crushed people's hopes and dreams, and they're like, no, we're not doing that. Here's another Knight. Ah, Dread Return, yeah.
That Gideon sure is looking amazing.
Hey, I'm a big fan of Gideon. Bitter Blossom.
Wow, here's another. Bringing 4 damage across.
I like that way that he's indicating it too.
Yeah.
Here, these are my attackers. This has got Summoning Sickness. Just under 11 minutes left in the round. So let's start doing some counter war, guys. Bolt you. Bolt you. Oh my gosh. Pink, pink, pink. Pink, pink, pink. Alright. Spell Snare resolves. Here's your tapped guys. didn't realize Valakut was on the original ban list. Makes sense that the artifact lands were. Also, Jitte and Divining Top, I'm okay with not being in Modern.
Hollowed Fountain. Go to 9.
Is there a
He did double bolt there.
Mm-hmm. All right. So you see him sitting here and going, do I go? Do I try it? So here's what the thing. If TJ has any counter magic, then, you know, he's just blown out. But it's able to manage to get 3 soldiers. And now this makes things a lot more difficult for TJ to get through. Uh-oh. Was he just speeding through? And here's an anger. Let's wipe our board real quick. I'm going to plus up Gideon, and I'm going to kill your Elspeth with him. Very nice play. Alright, Blessed Alliance, Path to Exile, negate all this stuff here to interact with that Gideon. I'm going to make a 2/2 Knight. And, does he go for the beats? Looks like he will be. Wants to really put this clock on him. Now, this makes Blessed Alliance awesome. Please sack an attacking creature. Also, looks like we'll pay the Escalate, gain 4 life.
Sure.
You got the mana. Why not use it? Then we'll end up fetching. Going down to 12 here. Ooh, Detention Sphere. That's a nice draw.
Very timely.
Bolt you, he says. Shrug. Guess I'll go back to 9. TJ has cast 3 of his lightning bolts. Means there's at least 1 more left.
Ooh.
Wear and Tear. That's nice.
Negate. But negate comes down.
That's you threw your land away. Alright, make sure you're paying for it. Getting too sloppy now. Yeah. 2 coming across. Yep, I'll go to 7, he says.
And then Engineered on 3. Because he's gonna get rid of that Detention Sphere.
Yeah. Let's mana leak that.
Ah, it was Remand.
Oh, here's the Ghost Quarter. There's an Ancestral here. Yep, let's get set up. Hopefully be able to get that going in a few turns.
He's got a Snapcaster in hand. Lyle does. Is that a Prairie Stream? No. Logic Knot and Engineered.
Logic Knot and Engineered.
No, I'm sorry. Remand.
Remand. Yeah, he does have the different art.
Yeah, it's different art.
Alright, bring the beats. Let's...
Path that dude.
Path to exile. Says, okay, I'll get this lovely plains. Engineered on 3.
Yep.
I would like to get my Gideon back, please.
Here comes the Snapcaster.
And this is where Remand becomes so good. Because he's going to say, I will cast Cryptic. And he will go, quickly remand it. Does not go to your hand. Just gets exiled. Basically becomes counter-target spell. He says, yeah, I'll blow that up too. Then I'm going to make myself
a bro.
Yep, a 2/2 bro. Alright.
We got a dude. Lyle in top deck.
Another Ancestral. Activate, kill off Gideon. Still even Ghost Quarter to blow up a colonnade of TJ if that was to be a factor.
Sure.
You see the Snapcasters just standing in front of that knight, basically saying, hey, I'm going to kill you. Yep, there's the Ghost Quarter. Flow to blue. Snapcaster, bolt. Bolt his opponent's Snapcaster here. Or bolt you. Bolt you. Go to 4.
Come on, Wrath off the top. I guess Colonnade still beats.
Yeah, he can't afford to attack and wouldn't have the mana to activate Colonnade and be able to respond when he attacks. So basically saying, hey, you're going to have to activate your Colonnade and have a Path to Exile or a another way to deal with this to survive any more turns after this. We can trade off, that's fine. Oh, and he says, yep, I will bolt you. Yep. Whew. That time on the clock. 1 minute and 40 seconds left.
Well, it just goes to show you. Lightning Bolt's a pretty good card.
Lightning Bolt is. And Lyle's deck is not necessarily blue-white control. I mean, it is control-y, but it's also, like, it's got the spreading season. It's got stuff. So, like, game 1 was very difficult for Lyle to win that with the amount of counter magic and amount of threats.
True.
That are available, like with Nahiri as a looming threat there is very scary, and it puts Lyle in a very difficult position where he has to play a completely different game than he would in any other match. And then game 2, he basically becomes a control deck, but he's already playing against a control deck, so it is tough. And not having access to Lightning Bolt makes the damage race a little bit skewed again towards the Jeskai player.
True.
So it's a tough position to be in, I think, if you're going to be running this blue-white deck. It works out really well against the creature-based decks out there and a decent part of the meta, but this, again, if you end up facing against Jeskai control, it might become difficult. But that was round 3. So we've got Uno Mas. One more for all of you guys to be able to enjoy.
And don't forget, guys, at the end of the stream, we're going to be doing a giveaway for this sticker.
That one right there.
This one right here. All you have to do is be following the stream, and then when we tell you to put in the phrase that
Sticker.
I'm gonna let Nan set it up this time.
Ooh.
So
Cat facts.
it's gonna be cat
No,
facts.
it's not. I don't know. It's gonna be something.
Well, let's take a look at our points as we move into round number 4.
Bum, 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 bum.
Holler.
Everyone's on the board. Ooh, 2 undefeated players.
2 undefeated players with only 1 round to go.
1 round to go.
So I've got some great news for you guys. I'm fairly certain that they're going to play this one out.
I think you're correct. Let's find out who ends up winning it, though.
And this is classic.